New Zealand CAD, this is what I was expecting here, and this move again got delayed by a week, right? We were looking for that move on the second week of October, but they decided to go down first, just as usual they do sometimes or most of the time, and then the following week now they are heading up to where exactly we were targeting. So if you look at the trade idea I gave the other day, that was where we were targeting, okay, from this down candle, but they decided to manipulate price to the downside first before going up. They've managed to go above this gap. Now let's look at an example of a gap trade. So where is it? Here, right there. So that gap, okay, see how they closed below, and then next day price open and then comes back into that same gap and then extend to the downside. If we are to get a pullback into now this gap that we've managed to close above, if you have to get a pullback into that gap, okay, that would be good for us to look for higher prices. I think this thing is gonna run up. Okay, I've already talked a lot about this pair being generous in terms of the way it moves. So if we do get a pullback, we could be looking for a buy. So I like the gap there. So if we do manage to pull back inside that area, I think that is just too clean for them to leave it there. Personally, I think it's just too clean. So let's see if we're gonna get a retracement, and then if we get that retracement, you could just buy it. If you want to chase it, then I'll say buy. Place your stop below today's low. Okay, place your stop below today's low, and then that will be first target, but look for this high. Okay, so you could do something like this. I know it's chasing, but it's not chasing if you understand what price should do. So that high, and we could come up because we've been here, the main threshold, so we could come all the way up to that one. Now my members, we've done this lesson, so you know that's the middle, and then after the middle we go to the closing price. Okay, so then we could look for that, and if it does happen to retrace, then happy days, then we load up down here with a stop below this candle rather. Okay, and if that stops us out, then even much better if they drop. This would be ideal retracement. Okay, this is the ideal retracement. Okay, this is what I want, but most of the time they don't come back. Okay, most of the time they don't come back, so we could just try to get something out of it, and then if they do eventually turn around and start coming down, then yes, we will load the boat down here to continue going higher. Okay, so I'll leave this one as it is.